Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, BMW owners, Subaru owners, Ford owners, whatever you may be, what is going on, guys? And welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about something that gets asked quite frequently. We're going to be talking about Burble Tunes. Are Burble Tunes bad for your car? What are they? What do they do? Why would you want one? Or why would you wouldn't want one, I guess I should say. So we all know what a Burble Tune is. Well, I feel like we all know what a Burble Tune is. They can be called Crackle Tunes, Pop Tunes, Burble Tunes, Birthday Cakes, Sugar Fry, whatever you want to call. I don't know what you call them, whatever you want to call them. But for the most common term, I think they're Crackle and Burble Tunes, or Pop Tunes if you want to throw that in there. So what a Burble Tune or a Pop Tune exactly is that popping, that loud backfire sounding noise. Sometimes they shoot fire depending on the tune that you're getting from someone. If you guys have been around our channel long enough, you'll know that my old 2013 BRZ that was turbocharged had an option for a Burble Tune or a Crackle Tune, not crack tune. We're not on crack out here. What exactly it's doing is it's making that loud popping, backfiring noise on decel whenever you let off the throttle at a predetermined RPM point in the power band. Now, what it's exactly doing is the car is either advancing or retarding timing enough to ignite the air-fuel mixture when it is in the exhaust of the car. And that's what's creating the loud pops and bangs, is you're igniting the air-fuel mixture past the point of when it's supposed to on deceleration. So after you've already revved up and you're coming back down at a specific RPM point, you'll probably hold the throttle in 2 to 3%, somewhere in that range, and that's what's going to give you those loud pops and bangs. Now, some cars do have this pre-programmed in from the factory, such as the Hyundai Veloster N. Newer WRXs and BRZs have a little bit of a pop and a crackle to them, nothing extreme like you'd find in aftermarket tunes. I believe Ford Focus RSs do, as well as some other, I know BMWs have it, a lot of BMWs out there have that function to be able to program into the ECU as well. So some cars do come with it. Now, to answer the question, are Burble Tunes illegal? Not necessarily. Yeah, it's a weird fine line. It depends on where you live. Some states like California, that, yeah, they're gonna obviously knock you for it.
Sorry about that.
All right, Meow. Hand over your license and registration.
Other places, it can be very hit or miss. Some of them are state legalities, city legalities based off of where you live. So if you are wanting a Burble Tune or a Crackle Tune or a Pop Tune, whatever you want to call it, make sure you check your local laws if you care to. If not, just send it and go ahead and load that Burble Tune on there and just pop and crackle down the street if you want to. Now, I'm not here to judge you if you do want a Crackle Tune or a Pop Tune or a Bang Tune. I've been guilty of having them in the past. I never was a huge fan of them. I used them a little bit here and there, just when I wanted to play with the car a little bit. So if you want one, I'm not here to judge you for it. A lot of people are going to say don't get one. Personally, I'd say don't get one, but we're going to get into the specifics of all this in a minute. I just whacked myself in the face with the strings of my hoodie. So we're going to answer some of the most common questions that I get asked about Burble Tunes. So first off, will a Burble Tune damage your car? With anything, if used excessively and aggressively, it has the potential to do damage to your car. Because you're igniting the air-fuel mixture in the exhaust of the car, the biggest thing that you're going to destroy is probably going to be your catalytic converters. If you are using a Pop Tune or a Crackle Tune and you're not using it aggressively all the time, it's obviously going to lengthen out the lifespan of your catalytic converter. But because it's 2022 and it's getting a lot more difficult to find off-the-shelf catless exhaust options, destroying your cats is going to get expensive relatively quick if you are going that route, especially if you live somewhere that has a state inspection that requires you to have a catalytic converter in your car. So the biggest detriment of what you're going to be destroying, at least for equipment wise, is going to be the catalytic converters. If you have cheap exhaust components, that can also damage your exhaust as well. Mainly exhaust manifolds. If you have a cheaply made manifold, it can crack welds, it can cause damage, and then you're obviously going to have to buy replacement parts for that. Another aspect is turbochargers. Will it damage your turbocharger? That's going to be very hit or miss. Once again, that's obviously going to come down to how aggressive is the Crackle Tune, how aggressive are you being with it, and how often are you using it. It will be different from case to case to case. Overall, it really shouldn't damage your turbo all that much. If anything, it can cause back pressure issues, but using, like with anything, use it in moderation, you're gonna be totally fine. Don't stress. Will a Burble Tune add any type of performance to your car? Absolutely not. Burble Tunes add no performance to your car aside from just being loud, obnoxious, making the cracks and the pops and the bangs and the doodads that you like. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. If that floats your boat, that floats your boat. I'm not here to judge you if you do want it. Overall, it's not going to add any performance gains to your car. It's just there for sound. And if you have the Flame Tune edition with your Crackle Tune, that's obviously just there for looks. You're just gonna be shooting fire out the exhaust, which is cool. Like, we all like that. We all like that. I prefer doing it the race car way, where it's all like, you know, 100%, but there's nothing wrong with it if you do want to go that route. Just keep in mind, those catalytic converters ain't gonna last long if you're aggressive with it. And if you have a Flame Tune with catalytic converters, it's probably not gonna work. It's actually not going to work. You have to be full straight pipe or fully catless, no resonators, things of that nature, where you're essentially just gonna be straight piping your car to shoot fire out of the back end of it. Will a Crackle Tune have any negative downsides aside from hardware stressage, usage, such as cats and whatnot? Yes, you will most likely see a increase in fuel consumption and a reduction in your miles per gallon, obviously because you're dumping more fuel into the exhaust on decel to ignite that air fuel mixture. Post combustion cycle, you're going to be using more fuel. Now, if a Crackle Tune or a Pop Tune is something that you are actually considering and something that you do want, make sure you go to a reputable tuner to get a reputable pop, crackle, bang tune made for you. If you have too much fuel being injected into the engine for a Crackle Tune, what can happen is if all of that air fuel mixture doesn't go out of the exhaust and then get ignited when it needs to for the Crackle Tune, you could end up washing your cylinder walls with excess fuel. That fuel is obviously going to drain past the piston rings, it's going to get down into your oil, and it's going to start denaturing your oil a little bit quicker, reducing the lubrication, the lifespan, and the efficiency of your oil, which can lead to more harmful problems with your engine, such as like spinning bearing, demolishing your short block, things of that nature. So make sure, if getting a Crackle Tune is something that you genuinely want, just make sure it's from a reputable tuner. I understand that people want the bangs, the pops, the sounds, the good, the gang, all the good stuff that goes with it. I don't want to see you blow up your engine. Like, I don't want anyone to blow up their engine if it's totally avoidable. So if this is something you're going to do, just make sure it's from a reputable and good tuner. Now, with my personal experience on Crackle Tunes and Pop Tunes, it sounds like a drug, the Crackle Tunes. We're on the Crackle Tunes again. So my experience with them, they're incredibly obnoxious. Like, I get it, they're fun. Like, we have a lot of BMWs around. It's mainly BMWs and Subarus that have them around us, at least. And it's incredibly obnoxious and loud as fuck. Like, it's cool, don't get me wrong. It's cool on some cars, I'll say that. I don't think it's cool on every single car, but I think it's cool on some cars. Overall, when I had it on my BRZ, I rarely drove with the Pop Crackle Tune map on there, mainly because I just didn't like how the car drove with this Crackle Tune on there. It made the throttle input feel very lagged, very lazy feeling. Obviously, if you're driving with a Crackle Tune on every single day and you're not swapping back and forth between like a performance-oriented map and your Crackle Tune map, you're not going to notice a main difference if you're just staying on your Crackle Tune map all the time. But as soon as you go over to like an actual performance-based map for the car, it's going to feel fathoms better compared to the Crackle Tune one. That's just my personal experience with it. Now, obviously, everyone's going to have their own feelings on Crackle Tunes, Pop Tunes, Bang Tunes, Shoot Fire, Flame Tunes, whatever you want to call them. Like I said, it's your car, do whatever you want with it. My big things with it is A, just be aware that it's going to cause increased stress on some components of the car. Just because you have a Pop Tune or a Crackle Tune doesn't necessarily mean you're going to 100% destroy your car. Make sure it's from a reputable tuner. One more thing that I did not necessarily touch on with the tuning aspect side of things is, with a good tuner, they're going to make sure that if you do have a Pop Tune or Crackle Tune, everything's working as it should. If you have a tune that's not working properly, you could have that air fuel you could have that air fuel mixture igniting at the wrong time. And if that's the case, you're going to see things like increased knock, increased detonation or pinging in the car, which can be very detrimental to an engine. What happens when you're getting knock or pinging in an engine is it's detonating at the wrong time. And when it's detonating at the wrong time, you're destroying the gas layer that protects the crown of the piston and the combustion chamber that houses the valves, everything like that. So you could have things like burning up a valve seat, cracking a piston ring, destroying a piston, melting things. There's a lot of negatives that can go with it if you're not going through a reputable tuner. I don't know reputable tuners for every single platform out there who's going to be getting a Crackle tune or a pop tune. So just make sure you're taking the time to do your research to cover your end of things, so that way you're not causing any major damage to your car. But overall, Crackle tune, it shouldn't completely destroy your engine. Obviously, use things in moderation. Don't be overly aggressive with it, and be aware that it is going to put strain on things like your catalytic converters, potentially your turbo, potentially exhaust manifold components, and things of that nature. So I hope this video kind of answers some of those just general questions that you guys were asking me about pop tunes, Crackle tunes. For my opinion, I say don't get one. That's just my 2 cents on it. If it's your cup of tea and it's something that you do want and you do like, by all means, go for it. Just stick to those general things that we talked about. But this was just a quick video for you guys, and that is all I've got for you guys on this one. If there's anything that you think I missed in this video, please feel free to drop it down in the comments below to help others out if they do want one, if they don't want one, any other harmful aspects that I missed on the side. And if you do decide to get one, just don't get pulled over. Don't get a massive ticket with it. But that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, you know what to do. Go and hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver sign, whatever color it turns for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to be one of these corners, no idea which one I will put it in quite yet. I'm not your dad. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not your mom either. Not going to ground you. Not going to tell you what to do. You're a free human being to make those decisions. So with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies.